All right, when I'm focused on record low temperatures, I almost always look at Concordia and Topeka because these records go back to the 1880s. Most of the towns in the area go back to the 1980s or even less than that. So Concordia, -5, the old record set back in 1918. Topeka's record low for today was 13 below zero, set back in 1889. So we crushed the Concordia record this morning, all the way to -13. Topeka, the same number, tying the record. But again, this is from 1889. So we're tying a number that's more than a century old. Manhattan was even colder. The airport there is a low-lying area, just a unique spot that tends to get the colder air that kind of pools down low. Lawrence, kind of a similar situation. So those are the two coldest temperatures. That doesn't surprise me, but 15 below zero, 21 below zero in Manhattan. So this is extreme. The last time we saw a temperature of this cold, -14 or worse, was 2021, and you have to go back all the way to 1980s to find 6 more days of this cold. So the 6 most recent days of at least 10 degrees below zero or worse this morning, and then back in just a month ago as well. Then you have to go back a few years and then a lot of years, and you're talking about the 90s and 80s for the most recent times to see this. This is something you don't see very often. You can go a whole decade without seeing temperatures this cold. Live look from the Capitol Federal Sky Cam Menninger Hill along the Kansas River. We've gone many winters and not seen the Kansas River quite this frozen over, so kind of an interesting thing to see if you just take the opportunity to look at it when you drive by it over the next few days before it melts. It's not common to see it frozen over like this. So 11 degrees in Hiawatha now, Topeka 12. These numbers would typically be shocking to see. Oh my gosh, it's 12 in the afternoon for the temperature, but it's been so cold lately that this is an improvement. So tonight, extremely cold. It's not as dangerous as it was the last couple of mornings. Sunset 6:06 p.m. That's a live sky cam near Rossville. 0 by 11 o'clock. We'll see overnight wind chill values ranging from 5 to 12 below zero. That's super cold. Make sure you're bundled up. Make sure the kids are bundled up tomorrow morning if they have to be at the bus stop. So this is extremely cold. It's just not as bad. We were -13 today. Tomorrow, -4 is certainly cold. It's just not as bad as it's been. We'll see a low to -9 in Hiawatha. Again, still cold, just not as bad. We're in the 20s tomorrow with snow flurries. No accumulation. We're climbing the right direction. Saturday, we're in the 40s. The snowman melts a little bit. Sunday, we're in the 50s. The snowman melts even more. Monday, we have highs in the 60s. We go from Arctic air to 60s over a very short period. There's the Weather Room 8-day forecast with next week looking much more reasonable. Melissa?
I mean, -4.